Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and here's me talking about the news, at least related to video game and comic books. And here we have one about Batwoman, which is a show premiering on the CW tomorrow with Rachel Maddow starring. And I don't know necessarily about that episode, but in the show itself. And I'm Canadian, so I don't know too much about Rachel Maddow aside from being I think, MSNBC anchor person who reports on the news. And she has her own quirky way of trying to hate Donald Trump in a new flavor or color every week. I believe the last 2 years was all about the Russian-Trump collusion hoax. And of course, she was pioneering that because Trump bad, orange man bad, Republicans evil, etc., etc. So she's very good at acting. So naturally, making the jump from MSNBC anchor or host to actor is it's already there. You do it. So is this the right audience? I don't know. Do the people who care about a lesbian Batwoman care about Rachel Maddow? I don't know. I don't know their demographic. Clearly no one really cares about, or sorry, not no one. Anyone who likes comic books are like, ugh. This is not how you sell your comic to the masses. In case you don't know, the majority of people who read comic books are guys. And it's not good to bash guys for the sake of being guys, which Batwoman has done almost consistently in every trailer we've seen. It's been this ridiculous feminazi sort of advertising that it's hard to grasp why they're doing this and who it's appealing to. But, hey, they got Rachel Maddow. Good for them. So she's enjoying a good ratings bump because all she ever talks about is impeaching Trump nowadays because that's the big thing, which will never happen because he released all the data, and it's a Republican-controlled Senate. So even if they do find something, which is highly unlikely because everything's already been found, the Republican Senate will say, this is not a waste of time, you're not doing anything, he's not breaking the Constitution, yada, yada. Maddow takes on the role of Vesper Fairchild, a character from the Batman comics. Okay, so she is playing an actual role. Very good. I was unfamiliar with Vesper Fairchild. I'm sure there's all kinds of characters in Batman I don't know because there's just so many. Fairchild is a television and radio personality. Okay, so this makes sense. So they get a television and radio personality or a TV personality to play this character who had a romantic relationship with Bruce Wayne. The Batwoman catch is that Maddow's Fairchild will never appear on screen. Well, that's a good thing because, how many more butchy women do we need in this show? I don't know. It's got to appeal to someone. It just doesn't appeal to me. Maybe there's some women out there who just can't get enough. I don't know. But it's just a voice, which is odd. At least there are no current plans for her to do so. Still, Maddow is expected to appear in multiple episodes. Okay, so just the voice of Rachel Maddow, or Fairchild. This will be the political commentator's second connection to the world of Batwoman, the DC Comics series about our lesbian superhero. She previously wrote an introduction for the 2010 deluxe hardcover edition of writer Greg Rucka's Batwoman graphic novel, Elegy. I don't think writing an introduction... Okay, it's just a connection. All right, fine. She wrote a foreword of a hardcover edition of Batwoman. Whoop-de-doo. It's just, she was also on the back cover, and she was a friend of the writer. Yeah, it's great. We consider Vesper Fairchild to be a sardonic voice of Gotham. Okay, cool. In addition to Rachel's interest in Batwoman, we thought she'd be the perfect casting choice because her own hard-hitting... Yeah, she does journalism. Of course she does. Not completely biased punditry. No. Wildly contrasts Vesper's penchant for snark, gossip, and criticism of female superheroes. Hey, that could be a good thing. Having a character who is berating or attacking the protagonist, that is always good. You always want to have the protagonist to come under fire, to be the scapegoat, to be the person who gets attacked for whatever reason. That's what Batman is. Hey, if it works for Batman, it's good for Batwoman. That's pretty much the MO of Batwoman. Everything Batman can do, I can do as well. hopefully to some degree of equality, or to a standard that obviously no one can top Batman. That's the whole idea in the Batman comics. He is the only guy to do this, so there has to be another angle that Batwoman has to take, so that when these news reports come in, oh, Batwoman did this and she screwed this up, she blew up that, like, it has to be this hard-hitting thing. It has to be dangerous. It has to be she caused damage to the city or something. So has the distinction of being primetime television's first show with an out lesbian superhero as its lead. Whoop-de-doo. That also appears to be played by an out actress. Again, whoop-de-doo. We don't care. Fine. Yay. You like this gender over that gender, or this sex over that sex. So brave, so bold, so beautiful. I know no one's going to believe this, but it's true. I'm Vesper Fairchild. It starts this Sunday. My character is so not me. Turns out playing her. See, this I don't get. If you're going to get an actor or an actress, get one that actually matches the role. Why would you get someone the opposite of them? Now, again, we do know that Rachel can act because she's been putting on an act for God knows how long, and our hatred for Orange Man. But just find someone who actually matches the role. Why would you get someone who's not of the role? It makes no sense. Especially when you have Ruby Rose's acting skills, you at least want someone who can act a role they should actually be good at. Turns out playing her is one of the most things I've ever done. What are you doing with your life, Rachel? I mean, you're a millionaire, multimillionaire, whatever in your show, and this is one of the most things you've ever done? I'm a pretty humble reader and gamer. I'm having a lot of fun with gaming and reading. Would I try acting? Probably not. I could. Might be fun. But I'd rather just enjoy my time with my own interests. As for how Maddow's character fits into the network's Arrowverse, it's worth noting that in last year's Elseworlds crossover, it was revealed that Fairchild previously had an intimate relationship with Oliver Queen. All right, so we don't know the character of Fairchild in the Arrowverse, and she had an intimate relationship with Oliver Queen. So it seems as if this Fairchild person, who is a reporter of some sort, or journalist of some sort, likes to hang out and have relationships with billionaires. That is curious. So, kind of a strange inclusion into the world of Batwoman or the CW. I think the big hoopla is the Crisis storyline, where they get all these crazy actors from different shows and slap them together, which is cool. I think that's fine. You can do all sorts of fun stuff with that. Not sure about the casting of Rachel, and not because of her acting skills, but because she's portraying someone whom she's not known for. It's kind of, you're missing the wrong, you're miscasting a person. And they're only doing it because of the name, because she's a popular brand. And MSNBC, who else would watch the CW's Batwoman if it isn't someone who also watches MSNBC? Because I can't see anyone who's really looking forward to watching Batwoman on the merits therein, especially from the trailers we have seen. I'll catch at least the first episode just to say I watched it and say, yep, this is what happened. I heard there's some good things about it, like the plot is very specific, which to me is always number one in a story. You got to have a solid plot, solid motivation. We know her motivation. She wants to save her friend. She loves her friend from past. I don't know how that works exactly, since it's an ex-girlfriend from years ago, but great. We know the plot, and if they focus on that, we should have at least a decent story. Bringing in random people who are miscast, probably not the best bet. Probably not the way you should be doing your directing. But again, it's just a voice, so can't be that bad. Thanks, guys, for listening. Have yourself a great day.